more. Robbie Gould will be teeing it up this week indeed. Place kicker for the San Francisco 49ers, played with the Bears from 2005 to 2015, where he was the franchise's all-time leading scorer. He played his college years at Penn State. Robbie, we appreciate you taking the time to join us. How are things going? What is it about golf for you and the connection in your life?
Well, it's kind of unique because kicking and golf are very similar. So to be able to go out there and create kind of the same mentality, the same swing planes, and then, it's a place where you can go hang out with your buddies. You can, play golf at any age. I go out with my kids in the golf cart. So for me, it's just fun to be able to be out here at the Clubcorp Classic, playing with some of the greatest golfers to ever walk inside the ropes. I mean, Brand Job was giving me a putting lesson today, so hopefully that'll carry over because these greens are pretty tough.
Robbie, you've spent your entire professional career in high-pressure situations with a lot of eyeballs on you, but how does that compare to standing on the tee of a golf tournament surrounded by the gallery with a driver in your hand?
Well, the nice part is I don't have to worry about cashing that check this week playing golf. So for me, it's just going out and having fun. I mean, you're talking about playing with some of the Hall of Fame baseball players and some of the greatest golfers to some Annika's here. She's watching her swing on the range and talking with her today. I mean, unbelievable. Just to be around all these great people and watch their mindset and how they prepare. You try to take some of that into your sport. For me, it's, I'm 39 going on 40 and going into my 18th year in the NFL, and just talking to them about how they, maybe recover or, small things like lifting and, techniques that they've used to be able to play this long on their prospective tours or their baseball careers or their basketball careers or whatever.
Robbie, I'm particularly interested in the parallels between what you do in your real job and what you're doing this week and having fun on the golf course, because when you guys are doing your thing, I'm thinking about watching the NFL on television, and they'll talk about a kick that was pushed or a kick that was hooked or one that you chunked or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All these terms that seem to be carried over from golf into football. Do you recognize it?
You're describing my golf game right now, the chunk. Yeah, it's unique. You get used to playing the winds right to left, left to right. Sometimes you have to play a cut. Sometimes you have to play a draw. I was listening to the caddies over the last couple of days talking to these guys playing golf, and it's very similar. I'm going to hold this up against the wind with a cut and the right to left wind. And, it's kind of unique. You get a different perspective. You think about kicking a little bit differently. I don't really have a caddy on my bag when I'm out there on the football field, but I might hire some of these guys to come out and help me on Sunday.
Robbie, I want to bring you back a couple of years here. In Lake Tahoe, you were at the American Celebrity Championship, and you were invited into a video with Tanya Terra, the trick shot artist. And we have that video right here. I want you to sort of jog your memory with it. Tanya kicks the ball up. She's juggling it on the face of her club, tees it up for you, and you do this. Forget everything you've ever done in football. How could this not be the single greatest athletic achievement of your life?
Well, Joe Carter gave me a lot of tips going into this. If you're going to get tips from a guy, you're going to get tips from somebody in the field this week, but you're also going to get tips from somebody who hit a home run to win a World Series. Then somehow, some way, Herm Edwards always finds his way around the camera. I'm not really quite sure, but, it was great to be able to have Herm in the background for that. But, they were just like swing as hard as you can and hope you hit it. And I think I hit 3 in a row, and then I hit a little dribbler to the second baseman on the 4th one.
Robbie, how much of what you do with football and then what you do with the game of golf, how much is one a release from the other, particularly when you get between the ropes and you're at these beautiful gardens that is a golf course? Can you forget about everything else?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, you're just focusing on what you do, right? I mean, golf is very similar to kicking and really special teams in football. You only get one play to be great. And here in golf, you take one shot at a time, you focus on one shot. Hopefully you're going under par for those guys. But for me, it's just a matter of keeping it in front of me, hitting fairways and greens and making some putts.
Robbie, it's easy in your day-to-day job to actually determine what constitutes a good week for you. What constitutes a good week here playing golf?
Just having fun. For me, it's being around the celebrities that are here, being around the Champions Tour and Champions Tour players. Then you're talking about Clubcorp. I mean, could you ask for a better host? I mean, they have everybody here from pretty much every golf company you could possibly think of or that you've seen. So to be able to network with our sponsors and to be around a lot of great people and, not taking it too serious. Yeah, you want to win or try to win, but the reality is, this isn't my Sunday regular day job. So for us, we have, 3 or 4 of these events a year, and it's always great to be able to catch up with everybody and see how their family's doing and just talk to them about how their year's been or what they've been up to. And for us, it's become a little bit of a clubhouse or a locker room, so to speak. And, it's always great to be around everybody.
Robbie, you already talked a little bit about the parallels and even the pressure between playing professional football and playing golf. I'm particularly interested in that moment. Clearly in golf, it's you, and you have to hit a shot. You have to perform at a time and place. It's very similar, it would seem, when you have to make that kick. It could be a game-winning kick at that. Is there a parallel there? Is there a connection between the type of pressure and focus that's necessary?
Yeah, a lot of it's picking the right line, going out. These guys go out on the range and they get their swing. They figure out, how far the ball's moving either way. And they've been out here for a couple practice rounds. Then you go to field goal kicking and pregame warm-up. You have a game plan. Sometimes that changes based on weather. But I think the predominant thing for a kicker and golfers is just focus on picking out a great line and having great tempo and trusting that line's the exact shot when you visualize it before you hit it. And hopefully it goes where you want it. And if not, the nice part is hopefully your miss is small and you got a chance to either make the field goal or for these guys, put yourself in a decent position to still make some nice shots.
Well, Robbie, we certainly hope that this week it goes exactly where you want it. We wish you the very best with the competition and certainly the very best in the season that lies in store. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.